Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Ives number WS404 wall stop. Okay, this is a rather particular, not particular, but it's a fairly uncommon, yet in my opinion extremely elegant type of door stop, and I'll explain what I mean by that in a moment. The full part number from Ives is going to be WS404 CVX, and the CVX is going to tell you that it's convex CVX. Now, I have one removed from the packaging, and when you get it, it's actually comprised of 6 pieces. Well, here's the solid brass escutcheon, or the rose. Threads are on the inside of that, and I'll explain that in a moment. You're going to have the rubber stop, and that, of course, is going to fit right into the rose. Okay, very nice and attractive. Solid brass. The 26D infers satin chrome. This happens to be solid brass material. Now, there will be a separate package that will have the mounting plate. It will have a screw. It will have a plastic anchor for attaching to the wall, assuming you've got some drywall, so it'll look like that. It's also going to have a single nail. That small little nail is going to fit into, you're just going to tap that in. It's just going to fit in there and hold it from spinning. Now, the installation is after you locate the wall, install the back plate, you obviously then just bring the business end right down over it and thread it on. And that's how those are held on. Okay? Now, elegant. Why? Well, it's tiny, it's petite, you don't see it. I have a client of mine, we're actually reciprocal clients, a bank that I go into all the time, a large wall. When you walk in the bank, you see this huge wall. They have their teller door that opens out, and it has the typical Cava Ilco combination lock on it, so that the tellers can get to the back side of the teller area. Sure enough, that lever of the $500 lock made a mark on that drywall, real tiny, because the people working at the bank are quite careful. And I told them, let's get you one of these very small, WS404 stops, and you'll be able to install that on the wall, cover the small little divot that's there, tiny, and it's so small that you don't even notice it when you walk in and see what's happening. This worked very elegantly in that situation with a very large commercial-sized lever. I think is a great option. The hardware doesn't have to overwhelm the entire installation, and this small wall stop is a case study in that. Now let's take it apart and get some dimensions. They've got a base diameter of 1 inch. Let's take a look. Yeah, indeed, 1 inch diameter. It's going to have a projection about 9/16. Okay, got that sort of little hip detail to the perimeter of the item. Convex rubber wall bumper, 1 inch base diameter. They've got an overall projection of 17/32, so just heavy on 1/2 inch. Compact size, constructed in cast brass. Cast brass, of course, is a high quality method of manufacturing items for architectural hardware use out of brass versus wrought brass. Totally concealed mounting discourages vandalism or tampering. Unit furnished with the gray convex rubber bumper, packed with sheet metal screw, raw plug, and brad nail. Okay, there it is. There is a link below this video to a document called Product Brochure that will allow you to review basically all of the wall stops from Ives, not only the common ones. The first ones, the 401, the 402 is your convex, your concave, typical, common, all the time. The only difference really is going to be there between the 401 and the 402 is the package, the screw package that is contained in it. Page 2 of that, you're going to be looking at the variant on that, where you're going to be dealing with a convex model versus concave. different construction, wrought and cast brass. The final page is going to show a very easy and inexpensive self-adhesive model. That is the 411R-W. There is also a link to the installation instructions for this, which detail everything that we've just gone over, but nonetheless handy for you to review it prior to purchase and after purchasing. And then finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all things Ives related, but a link to the manufacturer's website, along with a link to the product catalog. Now, the name Ives is synonymous with trim and auxiliary hardware, and frankly has been for decades, and is a great go-to for hardware trim and auxiliary when you're looking for a ubiquitous level of acceptance. Architects like it, contractors like it, distributors like it. It's good quality material. What Ives has evolved into is a company that gets into other things where they historically have not, such as pivots, aluminum continuous geared hinges, pin and barrel hinges, and all that can be reviewed from their website. I'm especially, the summary of Ives is what I had said earlier about acceptance. If you're looking for pivots, offset, or center hung, take a look at Ives. Great weight capacities, great fit and finish, and very good pricing. And if you have used, bought, installed center hung pivots in the past by another major manufacturer, you might want to take a look at Ives. The pricing on their material is very, very, very good. Any questions on the WS404 convex wall bumper or any other Ives product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.